Hi there, it's Sheree from Sheree'sCraftyGirls.com. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to make this rather pretty but very stunning card. Very simple, I think it's lovely. Bright and cheerful for what we need in these summer days. Considering it just rains, so we need a little bit of sunshine. It's very quick, very simple. You're going to need a piece of card that measures 11 3/4 by 4 inches, and this I'm using Melon Mambo, which again is a nice bright and cheery card, I thought. So you need to score it to 5 7/8, and that will give you your card front. Then for your first layer I'm going to use a piece of Very Vanilla, and that measures 5.5 by 3.5, and I'm going to start by stamping that with So Saffron, Melon Mambo and Night of Navy, and they're the colours that I'm going to make the flowers with. So taking a stamp from the Touches of Textures, and I'm using this lovely speckled one, and I'm going to do it in the 3 colours because I think that will be really quite effective. So we'll start with the Night of Navy, and I do need my Stamp and Scrub, and I also need to spray it with some Stamp and Mist. There we go. So starting with, actually I think I'll start with the So Saffron, the nice soft yellow. So we'll ink our pad, making sure it's nicely covered, and I'm just going to pop that there, clean my stamp, and then I'm going to use Melon Mambo. Again, ink up my pad, making sure it's nicely covered. I'm going to turn it around this time, and I'm going to do it more up the corner. Clean, and poke my finger in the ink pad, and now the Night of Navy, and repeat all over. And I'm going to pop that one more down the bottom, like that. Really lovely. And then just make sure it's nice and clean. Pop that away. Pop them out the way. Pop my stamp away so I don't lose it. Into my box. And then we're just going to tell you what I do need from my Thoughtful Banners. I'm going to do the little background line that we have here, and I think I'm going to do that in the yellow. I quite like, no, I think I'll do it in the Melon Mambo, so it might just stand out just a little bit more, because I don't think the yellow will stand out very much. So I need a long block, which I've used somewhere else, so I am going to have to, there we go, pop that on there, ink it up so it's nice and neat. I've definitely got a kink in this one, I really should have sent it back, but never mind. Then, oh, that's about as straight as a dog's back leg, isn't it? There we go. And then just pop that onto your card, like that. Now I always clean my polymer ones with a baby wipe because I don't want it scratched. So I just use a baby wipe and give that a clean, and that's that one done. And then, because we're going to pop it out, I'm also going to use I'm winging it now. This one. And I'm going to pop that down there. Do that on some Whisper White. And now I'm not going to use very vanilla because that's what I'm making the cardstock out of. So taking some Whisper White and pop that, make sure it's covered nice and evenly. Again, I do hope I'm in shot, I'm not really checking, am I? And we just pop that down like so. And again, because it's small polymer, I just wipe it with a baby wipe. And the wording I've made up using the same stamp set, but I've used, what have I used? I have used, You Are and Fabulous somewhere. Cannot see it for looking. Isn't that crazy? There. So I've used You Are Fabulous, and again I'm going to stamp that in the ink, making sure it's nicely covered, and I'm going to try and pop that in the centre of that, and I've just squirmed it, but yeah, that's okay, that's fine. Again, wiping and cleaning as you go along. And I will just pop that there because I'm taking up a lot of time. Pop that away, and we're going to use the stamp, which is Classics label, and we're just going to pop that out now, making sure it's nice and even as best you can, like so. Pop that out. Pop that out the way with some dimensionals. I'm just going to use a little bit from the edge because the other ones I think will be just a little bit too deep. Pop that in the middle and move the backing and pop that on your little line like so. Actually, before I make the flowers, I'm just going to pop this onto my card like so. So I'm going to just use some fast fuse. No, I'm not. Right, fast fuse along the edge of my card. You can put the flowers on before, I just prefer to do it this way. And pop your card front on. Isn't that pretty? That's a perfect card on its own. Shall I bring it down a little bit? You seem to be a bit... I think that's quite nice on its own. But there you go. So now, taking your pansy punch and your petite petals punch and some scrap card, I'm going to do a nice big melon mambo and a little melon mambo and a nice navy. So you only need scraps of paper, so do not throw any of them away because you will use them endlessly. And my daffodil delight. And there, my little one. There we are. That's those. Bring in my sponge and pop the flowers all randomly like that. I'm going to get some glue dots, and with glue dots pop your petite petal onto your pansy punch like that, and that one, and then pop those onto your card. And I'm going to put the yellow on the navy and the pink on the yellow and my yellow and my navy here in the corner. And then, just to get some, let's see, what should we use? I'll use those because they're on top. And these are the white perfect accents. And I'm just going to pop, whoops, it stuck to my thumb, that in the centre of each of my lovely, lovely little flowers. And there is another very quick, very simple little card. I tell you what I do want to do though. I'm going to use the Knight of Navy, and I'm going to get my can't remember which one I use, but I'll use this one, Blooming Love, and I'm just going to put, oh, they've all fallen out, a little flower inside my card, like that. I just love those to go on the inside. I think it just finishes it off. And there we are, two beautiful summer cards. I don't know why my camera's out of focus, out of reach at the moment. It's very strange, but there you go. Beautiful for summer. I hope I was in focus at least for some of that. Until next time, take care. Bye.